I heard. All right, go ahead.
What's up, everybody? This is the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece every damn day. And today we are talking about the new One Piece chapter 1130, The Accursed Prince, where I guess we were on Elbaph, but now we're on Elbaph. You know what I mean?
Yep. We
Properly.
always knew we were here.
You always knew we were
Some
here.
of us more than others. Let's talk about this. Before we really talk about that intro, that's CJ, that's Kev, I'm Corey. We talk about One Piece a lot. Follow us, subscribe. We're going to sprint through this chapter. We're going to talk about it throughout the week because we have 2 break weeks coming up and a 6-month time skip. Until we get back until the anime comes back. So we'll be milking this. Hang out with us. All right, so cover story. Yamato.
Yeah.
She's passed out. And somebody's
Yeah.
handing her a sword. Now, write down in the chat, do we know what sword this is? Like, is this a sword that we saw?
No. First off, no. Someone's stealing the sword. That's what it says verbatim.
I'm sorry. Somebody's stealing the katana. But do we know what katana is being stolen? You're right.
No. I would assume it would be something from Ryuma that Zoro had in exchange for Emma. I can't remember the name of that.
I looked at the Ryuma hilt. Not the same. I thought the same thing too. But
yeah.
what's Momo's grandpa's name? Either way, he's a sword maker.
Grandpa Kozuki.
Yeah, he's a sword maker. He was also hanging out with who we got right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're still hanging out with Tama over there in the shed, because I think that's where they were before, right? That shed.
They were watching Tama train, right?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, in the very beginning of Wano, that's the same shed that they were at. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
would think
Kazuki. Yeah.
Isn't as secretive as he thought, and somebody recognizes his craft, and maybe this is a sword bestowed onto Tama, and he took it
Yeah.
because she's. The one that
Or
wants to
maybe
make
he
him-
was reignited and he made this is a fresh sword. Maybe this is something
Yeah, that's what I'm
fresh.
saying.
Yeah. Oh,
for
okay.
Tama. Yeah,
That would be kind of crazy.
yeah, and
That'd be
someone
kinda
recognized,
crazy.
hey, that's a Kozuki. That's a Kozuki weapon.
Like-
I'm gonna take that.
Tama was a scabbard in the future would be kind of crazy. We'd be like, go Tama. I don't want to see you fight, really. I don't want no Boruto mess ups. So let's just
Oh my goodness.
appreciate the image. Boruto was pretty. All right. Going on, we are moving on to the giant ship. And it's the Straw Hats basically like, hey, we don't need to look for nobody. Like, we tried. We tried.
know.
Nobody can say we didn't try.
Yo,
We're talking about a Yonko and some of his higher tier allies. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, they're fine.
Let's just keep it rolling.
Right.
All they're going to
Yeah.
ask at the end of the day, if they ask, do we try? We can say we tried our hardest.
That's it.
and you can confirm that you are witness that we tried.
We'll
And in
say we
addition
got
to that,
hungry. Briggs like, we'll say we
It's
got hungry.
one
Luffy
thing.
understands that. He's not going to trip on that.
I was gonna say, bro,
We
just
were looking,
regarding
we got
Luffy, if
hungry.
it was
Oh.
Luffy on his own and everybody else was together, then it's a problem. But then you got like people with Luffy who
Yeah.
keep him in check. Oh no, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Why is Frankie trying to talk? Frankie's trying to hype himself up. He's like, listen up, warriors. We ain't got to look for nobody. They're alive. Don't worry
Because
about all
he's the
that.
man's man. It's
all
a
right,
man's
man. This dude
world
doing
over
his
here. And
best.
all that.
He's doing his
I
best
mean-
Clay from Shaolin Showdown impression with that hat.
I mean, let's be honest though. While everyone else that we know is away, he's kind of
Taking charge.
He's
the leader. So it's like,
Robin ain't gonna take charge.
Robin don't care. Robin
Robin
has the
just
most
likes to
trust
watch.
in the team. She's like,
Yeah.
bro, don't
Yeah, she
fucking
just
worry
likes to
about
watch.
Luffy.
Unless you pull up
he's
like
good.
Lilith,
Yeah.
he ain't doing nothing. She
And
just-
also, just the casual fucking flex that Jinbei control. He doesn't control sharks, but
Shark
this
dog.
damn near controls sharks. They gotta do what he tells them.
We got
You know what I'm
Aquaman on the
saying?
squad. That's crazy. In a
Bro,
world
that's
full of
a
oceans, we got
that's a
Aquaman.
that's a subtle flex
Yeah.
where like somebody
Not because he told them
in,
to,
in
because they want to,
yeah,
which is even
Yeah.
more of a
yeah,
flex.
that's what I'm saying. And in a world of devil fruits and everything, and if you have a devil fruit, you become an anchor. You got somebody who can control the seas and bring you back.
And then we move over to like uh Bragi being like, all right, cool. If y'all say it's
Yeah.
cool, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep it rolling.
that was
He said, okay, I'm sure they find it. And then bam, fast forward. Luffy breaking out the castle. This might be my favorite part of this whole little sequence right here might be my favorite part of the chapter. So uh cool. First image we get of the actual like the castle that they're in.
Yes.
yeah, Castle proper.
So not that room that they were in was massive. That cage that they were in was massive. That they thought they were in the world already. The buildings in there were massive. There's the building you're in, which is on a small little mountain compared to everything. It's like, damn,
Yeah,
man, y'all are
Very
minuscule.
strange, though, right? Very strange
I think
that.
it was help, like, like give you scope. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yes,
sure, sure. But this is
that's
also
absolutely
Jotun.
what it is.
This is Jotunheim. I'm thinking. If you
I
talking,
love that it's Jotunheim.
Yeah, the
we
snow.
got
We need
Loki
snowy.
here.
We need more snowy
We
places.
we got Loki
I
here.
love that.
He's a
Chopper
frost
fully at
giant,
home.
and so like I like something there. It looks like we're probably on the second rung of the Elbaph tree because it looks like we're that bridge is going up to the third. It looks like. So I'm really liking Elbaph so far. It looks cool. I mean, later on we'll see a great picture of it, but I'm
Yeah,
really
If
liking
this is like the
the
Marvel
differences.
way, Marvel DC way, where it's like 5 issues, 6 issues, like this would be the fourth issue. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like if you read this all together, you'd be like, okay, okay, this is okay. I
Yep.
see where this is going.
this whole thing makes me want to, and we just started, but it makes me want to go back and reread Elbath arc. We just started, but
Oh,
just
gotcha.
based on
Yeah.
like the pacing of everything and how everything was released, I just want to
Oh, it's probably
reread.
it's probably really rewatchable.
Yeah. I
Um,
Yeah,
agree.
because this is crazy. Everything that they've endured or come across since they've left Egghead. Like, bro, you are in a castle, a snowy castle, and you don't
yeah,
even understand how you got there.
yeah, and then so we get to the point where they're at the yeah, they're at the bridge.
On the
They see the
bridge. Yep.
bridge, and they're like, okay, that's our way out. And then that's when we
Yeah,
get our first view at the other two members of the new giant warrior pirates. We see Goldberg, the cook, and Gerd,
yeah,
the ship doctor. I think these.
yeah,
I got a feeling that they are going to be very clutch. And then Goldberg's probably going to do the same thing that all fat teammates do in the One Piece world is just like turn up. You know what I mean? Like he's got
Yeah.
that
Like
giant
Karoo.
mace. I know he's gonna be hitting
Yeah,
people with that shit.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
like what the
Dude.
fuck, man? And then Gerd is like Nami's like original like concepts where she had like the two-handed axe and stuff like that. I do
Oh,
like the
right.
owl on some,
yeah, dude. She has a giant owl.
yeah.
Well, that's the owl that took that, or no, that's not the bird that took
No, he
the
had his
ship.
own. And they were talking about that. They were like, they
Yeah,
don't like Road. This is why I like this. Because I was talking about like Harudin,
Sure.
doesn't look like he's like entertaining what Road's saying. And it looks like the
yeah,
other pirates aren't entertaining what Road says. They're like, this guy's a crackpot. Like, yeah, he's
yeah,
a good navigator. That's why he's here, but they don't believe it. And then
yeah.
she's like, he should be the Sham of Elbaph. So it's like, Road is. If Road and Loki are going to have a conversation at some point in this arc. I'll leave it at that.
You think it's gonna be kind of like Orochi and his relative who came and gave him the fruit? You think it's gonna be like that kind of thing?
I think it's going to be like Orochi and Kabuto. Like, Kabuto ain't. Like, I think all these guys are going to kind of disown him. Or maybe he's gonna do something. They're gonna lock him up too. And then he's like, "Oh, you're down there with me, huh?"
Look,
Yeah.
so my
I
thing
think
with
go
this
ahead.
comment here is she says she knows that Loki just killed his own father, right? And she's still saying that he deserves this title more than Loki. What has this guy done that we haven't seen?
Now, is it a?
I
Is
mean,
it?
he's
A,
drugging people
yeah.
too. So I mean,
Is it just
he's
like
a
the creep
monster.
factor? You know, like
Yeah.
is it just the creep factor?
Yeah.
She's like, he's a creep.
That's way
But like
I
he's laughing. He's like, he knows
He's out
they
of
take
pocket,
captives.
right?
He knows that Road takes captives.
Yeah.
Right. Like you patricide is atrocious. That's bad. We all know that. Cool. If you and again, if you're in some shit where it's a monarchy and you're doing this for like a glimpse or a glimmer of power so you can take control, okay. That's something that's happened throughout history. Taking a bunch of civilians who are incapacitated and bringing them to another location as you continue to gash them and then drop the bucket down like it washes it puts lotion on his skin again and everything being all creepy with it, you're creating this weird microcosm that is way worse because as we talked in other like episodes, these people have died, generations go through, they've been kept captive for a long time, so you're committing murder on a mass scale. He is on some weird shit. So yeah, bigger sham than Loki.
Still didn't kill the king.
Yeah, he killed his own dad. Like I feel
I don't
like
know.
I feel
I
like
don't know.
grabbing like random people that nobody's affiliated with, and they're also like humans when you're giant, isn't as bad as like patricide when you're, especially when you're like royalty. I feel like that's two different levels, but I do feel like he is like a, I mean, he's doing like some unforgivable crimes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys
Both
think this
are
is a
bad.
this is a mistake here
But
by not reaching out to these two? Like when Nami shuts up Luffy here, when Luffy's calling out to Gerd and Goldberg, I think this is a missed opportunity. I think they would have helped us. Like,
Absolutely, absolutely. I think
or
they just don't know. Yeah,
yeah,
because
I think
I mean, all they see are fucking shins on some cow and chicken shit.
yeah, yeah. If they heard the names being said or anything like that, I think Nami wouldn't have done that.
Or
Because
if
of
they just let Luffy talk, because the first thing they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Who are you guys?" You go, "I'm Luffy." They're Luffy. I know that name.
I'm gonna become king of the pirates.
I know
He's
who
just
you
like,
are.
yeah,
I know
Luffy,
exactly who you are.
Luffy, shut up. We already know
and
the
I've heard
rest.
your catchphrase.
We've
That's
already
the
heard it.
catchphrase. That's the thing he says.
He's like, he's hitting Gerd. He's like, that's the thing he says. Hardin said he said that. But just like everything else in Elbaph, then we start making our way across the bridge, which for most of them, they're having to like
Oh wait, real
take
quick,
a couple
real quick.
steps and jump, take a couple
Real quick,
steps and
the
jump.
thing about I did like too is this kind of goes into something that's said later in the chapter, but Gerd and Goldberg are doing patrols.
Mhm.
They're looking for intruders, and it's not for the castle. So it's like they're working with somebody who's in charge of this area, maybe the Grand Area or something like that. But they're a certain
On a
status
certain-
in society. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I thought they were
I mean,
outcasts.
In order for you to overthrow any type of government, you need to have an army of your own. Loki probably doesn't make a move, kill the king without some type of backing.
Yeah.
I think he has some type of army, whether that be he's like the true king of the frost giants or something. Who knows? But he has an army of his own, and that might be who they're patrolling for, not humans, probably.
Now, if we didn't have
they're
Aokiji and we
aware.
didn't have the harpy lady from Punk Hazard, then
Yeah,
it'd be like
true.
maybe he has a snow fruit or something like. But
Mm.
I was
Definitely not
hoping
elemental.
for Ymir just being Loki's father, or just some kind of frost giant interaction. So I'm glad with what we've been receiving so far. But I'm glad, if not Ymir, I at least got Jotunheim. That's dope.
And yeah, they're on the bridge, like Kev was saying. My bad. Yeah, so basically, Usopp is trying to make himself. He's trying to hype himself up. Like he's really trying to make this shit work for him. There's giant wolves like under them. Luffy don't care. He's distracted because he like feels like it's just hockey that he feels. He's like, I feel chill. That's ominous hockey, bro. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Nami is worried about like the gaps, which don't matter because she's riding on Chopper.
That's so true. Nami's like,
Sanji can fly.
shut up, just shut up, just
Bruh.
Like, you're riding on Chopper. Sanji's there where he will carry you too. Like,
I'm a sun god. What part of that have you not understood? You're fine.
He said, but I'm not Luffy. But I'm
Like
not.
I'll just throw my arm down there, catch you, and you're good to go. We're fine. You're
But you're
good.
also an idiot.
and then Luffy just
But
does the
you're
Luffy
also
thing,
an idiot.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm gonna catch y'all up. I don't know how I'm gonna meet back up with y'all."
He did this he did this two chapters ago. They were like, "Hey, don't go down there. There's a really strong guy down there." And he's like, "Okay, boom." He senses a strong guy, and he's like, "Okay, see ya." Like that's Luffy.
How high are you jumping, Luffy? Because he can jump from very high now. Like he could always jump from high, but we've seen this dude jump like from where planes fly. You know what I mean? It just land. So
Well, yeah, because he turns the ground into mush and a trampoline of sorts.
that's true. But
He
even
just
before
lands
that,
on it.
he was jumping pretty high.
Yeah, man. You got those super strong ankles.
But yeah, that's when we get the new bounties for Dory and Bragi, up from 100 million after the 100-year time skip where they show up and reportedly attacked. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a
Actually-
half-century absence. It's pretty crazy. But
So-
yeah, 1.8 bill.
Real quick, they also focus in on this too around here. We were talking about
Dory
it
didn't
quite
want
a
to
while
make a comeback though.
for Morgan. Like, how is he getting this information? Jinbei also like, hey, this guy must have been paid a lot. How did they already get this info? How did they get a picture? Like, these are things that we were also asking a few weeks ago about the Morgan. So
check our big news
Yeah.
bargain video. How does he get his intel? This is the exact same thing where we were talking about how did he know about Law? How did he know so clearly about what happened with Law? How did he know so clearly about what happened with Kid? So obviously, whatever happens here, he's gonna know about because he obviously already has access to Elbaph.
Do you think the thing that happened with Morgan's, Vivi, and Warple is like a norm for Morgan's?
What do you mean?
like as a
Like each
resource of
event?
information.
Yeah, each event there's somebody seeking some kind of solace, absolution.
Like he
or
trades
something.
asylum for like intel. Yeah, I think
Each
that would
and
be a norm
every-
for him because he's like,
Yeah.
yo, like I'm not on either side, and like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like if they attack, go ahead, like fight for yourself. I'm not gonna let them break my shit.
I mean, imagine Dragon like giving him like a scoop of a military action
Real quick though,
to
Kev,
get out of the Marine.
Kev's theory for the X. Vivi put those on before printing.
Oh, I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Like, I feel like that's what they're.
Yeah, and
the
the reason
intention.
nobody really noticed it because all these people were after Alabasta, and Robin wouldn't know because she didn't have the X. Also, Lilith is here. I forget. She's here now.
Yeah.
She's
On the
look.
she's
She fits. She fits.
Carrot.
Yeah,
She's Carrot.
yeah. For now, she's Carrot. For now, she's Carrot.
That's what
We
she
see
is.
her
right
fight. She'll be Yamato. We see her fight. No.
Bullshit.
We see her fight and impress us. She's on the way to being Yamato.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay, there we go.
We
We have
see
seen Carrot fight multiple times.
And there's a reason she's not on Straw Hat.
Yeah, hold on.
There's a reason for that.
Man,
We've seen her fight, and that's why she's not on the Straw Hats. We've seen her fight.
Robin chilling. How did they?
Robin.
But bro, how did they get this picture? Because she's like, how they get this picture?
So-
It's like, how the fuck
so
did you get
fast.
these fucking pictures? Yo, he's
It's
in Gear 5. Vegapunk's there. They could be photoshopped next to each other, but like Vegapunk's in his
Oh, they
lab.
are.
There's computers in the back.
And he's
know?
only gone Gear 5 twice.
So-
Wano, which we had a picture of, which I don't think this
Well,
is
3
Wano.
times.
I could be wrong.
because he did
Well,
against
twice at
Lucci.
Egghead, I
Yeah,
guess you're right.
It's true.
Yeah.
But
What if Morgan's fruit gives him a bird's eye view?
yeah, that was
he
our
can
theory
just
during the
fly on it.
video.
Yeah, no, but I mean like a literal like POV of everyone kind of like that chick with the glare.
So do you
So
think
that-
he's sketching this?
Hey, what if these birds, like
Yeah,
on some like
something like
real
that.
like theory shit,
Fair
is
enough.
like, what if these birds are robots, or like, what if these birds are like Den Den Mushi for him? Wait, that's
Yeah,
just a
but how does
psychic.
he
That's
print
just a
it?
psychic view thing. Never mind.
Yeah,
But I'm just
so-
saying, like for the
I think he can
Vegapunk
sketch it.
instance,
Yeah.
with the computers, there ain't no birds flying around the lab. But go ahead.
That's true. That's when we go back to Straw Hats talking to the Giants, and they're like, "Damn, Luffy's kind of like Shanks." Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're with Shanks, but we heard Haruden. He's pretty cool. We know him. He's pledging to hey, you
Wait,
got
hold
you.
on,
That's
hold
a good one.
on, hold on.
You got you a good
Hold
one.
on. Hold on, you mean the king's own kid, Haruden?
Yeah.
Is that the same one?
Yeah, that whippersnapper.
Oh, hey.
Under your umbrella. You know, that's the
Hey.
king's kid, huh? So, if you go back one day, we made... actually, no, this will come out probably Saturday or
Yeah.
Sunday, because there's not going to be a new episode that we're reviewing. So, Sunday, if you watch tomorrow, we make a...
Dory claim. It was a Dory claim was the son.
It was a Dory claim. Kev claimed that Haruden was Dory's son, and Dory was like a secret prince.
Yeah.
And it's Haruden is a secret prince, is still the son of a king. So I don't know how this dude does it.
I told
I don't know how he does it.
How do we
That was
do
actually
it?
yesterday's
How do we do it?
a humble king too.
A humble theorist. A humble
Yo.
theorist. Because I throw thousands of darts a day. One of them is going to land. You know? Like,
That's funny, but that's
and it just
that's
makes
cool.
sense. It just makes sense with Howardin's concept and how he's like covering his face.
it's also what we do.
Yeah,
we've
he's always
always
covering his
overthrown.
face.
We've always overthrown a government and implanted our own
Yeah.
Wano shogun.
Well, that's
or,
what heroes do,
Yeah.
right?
Or well, that's what the CIA does. But
That's what heroes do, right? They're heroes. That's what the commercials say.
And I'm proud to be an American.
With his NASA hat. Release. We gonna take over the moon. All right, but yeah, back when their captains were missing, Haruden wanted to go, but you know, Oyama and Kashi were like, nah, we're gonna go. You what are you, like 100 or something? Like, what are you, like 68?
You're still wet behind the ears, dog. You're only 100 years old.
You and your kids club can stay here and patrol.
I told you guys yesterday, or maybe it was the video prior, but I told you in one of those that it's like a thing where Howardin just comes across as somebody who is a king, and one of the first ones, if not you include Dalton, that we are going to put into power. Everyone else has been a chick.
That
Which
it
is cool.
is kind of crazy. Yeah. Yeah. That's a straw hat method they implant rulers, but
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Like, if we go back to, that would be very interesting to go back to Dressrosa and just see how he operates,
Oh,
and just how he
More parallel.
just like his demeanor and like his, like how he approaches certain situations, because it'll be like, oh, this dude, because he could just be a bastard son, no connection
Yeah.
to royalty at all.
yeah.
But yeah, this is
When I
when
was
we
thinking-
also get the
I was speaking on the parallel. Another parallel was just the fact that the two kings came from Winter Islands.
I mean,
We're on a Winter Island now, and we were revealed that this dude is a king or a prince. We were on Winter Island, and then we put Dalton into power to become the new king, or Drum Island.
Oh,
but
the
two
two
winter
times, like
climates
the
is
guys.
when we get the Dukes.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I
But
just
yeah,
think that's
this is
also
when we
interesting.
get like the story of Loki and the giant warrior pirates. Like the giant warrior pirates banded together when Loki killed his dad to like take him down and crucify him. They straight up said, "We're
Yeah,
crucifying the guy. Like eventually he'll starve and
yeah,
die down there." Yo,
yeah,
this is crazy.
yeah.
How long do you think it would take him to starve? Because
Look,
like, you know, we've seen people
their
not eat for a
religion
while.
and
Like he's got to
mythology
be
is
down
so
there for a
rich.
couple centuries, right?
Did he lag out?
Yeah, man, he's all frozen and shit. Look at that face.
You back?
What do you mean?
Are you back yet?
I've been here.
Ah, you've been here. Yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, they took down
You go ahead.
Loki, and that's what the I guess that's probably what gave the giant warrior pirates such notoriety. Probably why Haruden wants to even like follow them in the first place, like is because of that grand, it's all about the
Yeah,
tales, you know what I mean? It's all about the epic
yeah,
clashes. Very interesting.
And
yeah.
we don't exactly know when the marriage proposal came from Loki, right? And then when that kind of got messed up when they tried to like replace Lola with Chofon, right?
Yeah.
But he was sentenced to his crucifixion 2 years ago as well, a few years ago. So there could be some alignment there. Like when the marriage fell through, he kind of took a turn
I'm
and
thinking it's like he has to marry somebody, right? It has to be a political marriage
mhm,
so that he can become
very
like
true.
the
I agree.
proper king. And when he gets the proper king, maybe there's like a ritual, like a burning boat kind of ritual where like the old king,
Mm,
because they say the devil fruit, he killed his dad to take the devil fruit. They say the devil
yeah,
fruit was passed down generations. So maybe there's like a pyre thing going on where the spirit of the devil fruit
Uh,
goes into like the new fruit, and he's trying to expedite that. So he's like, "No, I'm gonna get married," and then Lola's like, "I don't want to get married to you." And he's like, "Fine.
do you
Well, if I
think
can't get married, then I'll just kill my dad."
do you think Blackbeard studies giants?
I
Maybe
think there
I
was
was.
Because
yeah
if it's like this whole concept where you have a devil fruit that's inherited through the generations, there's got to be a method to do that where they got it down to a science where it doesn't skip generations.
Maybe that's something
And
he
if
found out
like
when they were on Elbaph.
that's what I'm saying, if he's doing some research and he's studying and everything, maybe this is like how he became privy to it to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. And then when they say that he has special DNA, I mean,
hype
I'm
people
actually
up.
think
Say that.
yeah, I think the Buccaneers are like kind of like a subspecies of giants in a way, and that's
Mm,
why they're able to do it as well. But I think as a Buccaneer, he may learn this technique fast because we've
yeah.
only seen it now with Lin with Big Mom teach, and now this is our third example of directly taking a power from somebody else. Like so,
What if
yeah,
he knows that? What if a buccaneer is a giant and a human mixed, and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"What's the? How do I get a bunch of buccaneers? I can't just in buccaneers. I'm like, look, I'm in control of you. I can't just have random giants making buccaneers. Who has a lot of kids? Big Mom. Oh, so maybe one of her daughters will also have a lot of kids. If I want to make a buccaneer army of giants who will live forever, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe that's a little. They're crucifying people now. Whatever.
Well, no, and they also brought in like mix with like different variations of like Fishmen when we had the Fishman arc. So it's like they showed like, hey, it's not always a guarantee that you're gonna get this and this. Sometimes it's just a fish.
Sometimes you got
Sometimes it's
fins.
yeah. Sometimes you got fins. Sometimes you're a full human with gills. So
Sometimes you
Buccaneers
just got
could be
sharp
one of
teeth.
those. Yeah, yeah, exactly, perfect. Like, and so I think there's a Giants version, and I think that's what the Buccaneers may be.
Hmm.
But I don't. We'll find out eventually. They're not going to leave it as a secret forever.
Um,
That kind of tracks though, Kev, when you're talking about the Buccaneers, just based on the fact that the Buccaneers also have a reverence for the sun god
Hmm.
very much
that's
so.
akin to the Giants.
And to end
Like
out
we,
this, oh,
yeah.
and to end
Go
out the
ahead.
chapter, like, yeah, Loki calls himself the sun god
Dude,
who will.
dude,
We get the whole picture of the
Loki,
tree. We get the whole picture of the area. We get a good
I
old map
love the
Loki.
picture
picture.
of the tree.
Luffy, skip the bullshit. He's right in front of Loki. Loki's like, state your name. We don't get a laugh yet. And he's like, I'm
Loki
Luffy.
is so fucking cool.
I'm the king of the future, king of the pirates. And he's like, king. He's like, I'm a sun god who will bring about the end of the world. So that can mean a lot of different things.
But it definitely means that Kevin was probably right in one of our recent videos where the sun god brings the dawn and Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That theory where he's talking about the red line being the snake that bites itself.
Yeah.
So
I'm
definitely
thinking
confirms that too.
that, and that's my point too. Like, it's like his whole thing is like, I want to end the world and everything like that. Like, one of my theories is maybe they say this is the warland, the mighty kingdom of Elbaph. This is where they say the birthplace of war. I'm thinking this is where the whole thing started. Uh, Joy Boy was a giant, so all this must have started around Elbaph or had something to do with Elbaph. There's mad legends of the sun god. I'm thinking, I mean, destroying the world or bring the end of the world isn't like a threat that scares me because that's what all of us are trying to do. Blackbeard's trying to do that. Low key, like the Straw Hats are trying to do that. Like,
Hmm.
no, we don't like the
Hmm.
girls say. We don't like all the water.
Hmm.
He does have a giant. It looks like an axe on his back. All you can see is a wooden handle, so you don't see much of what
Do
he's
you like
working with.
his do you like his character design at least, Kev?
Love it.
He's cool.
I
I
love
think
it.
he has his own devil fruit, and not even a
M
mythical.
Much bigger than Kaido,
Previously
which
portrayed.
oh well that too, but much bigger than Kaido. I like the horn variation. We had the horns in the MCU. I
Mm-hmm.
love the horn variation coming off the Viking horn like that.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you,
we're
each opponent gets taller and taller, bigger and bigger.
I mean, look at his shoes, dog. We're standing next to his shoes. If
I
if
think he's
Luffy
gonna.
is not Hanuman, I don't know who he is, dude.
I think it's like he's gonna have like one of these yokai zones. I think it's gonna be very similar to that. I think it's
Mm,
going to be a zone that used to be under. I would love if these
mhm,
yokai powers that are given are the same powers as zones conceptually, and these guys like they got the energy, they were able to put it into a fruit on some Blackbeard stuff, and they're like, look, we're gonna keep this one. Like, he don't know we got this one, or maybe he do, but he can't get it back. You know what I mean?
I like
mhm.
that he has a belt buckle with a skull on it, implying that he's a pirate.
Well, yeah, yeah. I think he is. I think he is a pirate of sorts. As far as like Jiff, I don't think he actually goes toward the seas though.
I wonder if those tattoos are wings. That'd be
Mm.
crazy if they were
I
black
like that he's
wings.
bandaged all the way up into his like face and everything, like he can't see.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a
Well,
great way to intro him.
But
I
like, if
don't
those are
know.
black wings, where he's like the sun god and like the Lunarians have like similarities. Like, he's like deep into that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I'll throw you guys a little bit of theory. I'll end my part with the theory that this is kind of like the prison realm that we got going on. Jotunheim is like the prison area of Asgard, of Elbaph, and to go along with Roto being kind of like a creep and a jailer of sorts already, I think he's also the jailer of this area. And the only way up out of the prison is to go up through the castle and then across the bridge. So that's why it's like this, and that's why we had to go down and
yeah,
he's chained up in
and
like
it's
sea
like you
prison links.
can't. Yeah, you can't get through the castle. So we it's less. It's very uninteresting to be like, "Whoa, look at all these mountains! Oh, look at that castle! Let's get to the castle! Oh, it's Legos!" No, let's just wake up.
It reminds me of Impel Down though, like where you have to go up
Yeah.
through the middle and then out through the top. Unlike
Yeah.
most jails where you go through a wall.
Well, that would
think
be
he's
a
in
great
prison
way
right
for well, what you're expressing right now, Kevin, that would be a great way to introduce the different realms of Asgard.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because it would be a nice reflection of Impel Down.
Yep.
That's what you guys think down in the chat. 11:30 was huge for me. I loved it.
Yeah, this is a pretty long
Great
review.
chapter.
We tried to sprint through this and it's still like 35 minutes.
Yeah, my bad,
Good
Kev.
oh, dude, what? Oh,
There was
good.
just a lot going on.
Yeah, it's good art. I mean, hey, like Corey said at the top, I mean, we're gonna be going into theories. We're gonna be breaking this this chapter down because this is what we got for the next 2 weeks, guys. But I think we got a lot here though as well. Like we got Loki
There's a lot of
is art.
substance.
Loki is huge, dude.
The stew ain't just onions and carrots.
Doesn't
There's,
look like
potatoes
his.
and shit up in there.
He doesn't look like his previous silhouette at all.
No,
but they never do.
But neither
Yeah,
did
but
Kaido. Kaido looked so cool
And Big Mom.
after the
Yeah, but still, like I'm glad that
Momo's
Oda
ugly
got
ass
back in
stayed
his
the
bag
same.
with the character design.
Yeah, he's
Really
cool
cool
looking. He's definitely cool looking.
Definitely, yeah. Somebody I want to root for. So
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I want to.
Oh, so
I hope you win, dog. I hope you win. Good luck out there.
Hey,
You
me
got
too.
I hope I win. Yeah, B2.
Me too. Whatever he said, Mr. B2.
You guys tell us down in the chat. What's your favorite part about the chapter? Where do you guys think we're going next?
Yeah, what kind of
How long
conversation
until we
you
see
think?
Saul again, dude? I want to see Saul.
Whoa. Well, I wonder what's gonna happen next chapter because we definitely have like Loki and Luffy ain't talking next chapter. We're not opening the chapter with a discussion. No, that's not how One Piece does it.
He's breaking them out,
We're-
Impel Down style.
No, we're gonna be somewhere else.
Oh,
Somewhere
that's
else
true. That's
across
true.
the
That's
world. You're like, what? You think we gonna get to the action? No.
Oh, we're gonna go talk to Goza for a second.
We're going back to the reverie.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to Windmill Village to see how Mahiko feels about this.
We're gonna
Next-
see what's going
next
on in
episode.
Alabasta since the royalty hasn't come back yet.
That would be kinda
Next
crazy.
episode's actually a Dodon flashback.
You see what we're talking about?
Stupid. All right, we're getting out of here. Comment, like,
Catch you guys
subscribe. We'll catch y'all later.